Good morning, everyone. Well, in this video, I think I've come to what I think of as the exquisite secret of the piano, which is, in technical terms, sound decay. I think this is the key to listening and creating wonderful colours and the illusion of legato. The piano is a percussion instrument, so as opposed to a string or a wind instrument, there can be no real legato. So how can we create an illusion that satisfies us moving from note to note in a seamless way? Well, I think that understanding a little bit about how the sound behaves after the hammer has flown to the note and dropped away again is really key to being able to shape a phrase, being able to taper a sound. I often think of a boat. I knew a wonderful man who could bring a boat gliding to the shore without any bumps, and just with one push of the oar, the boat would glide and precisely alight as it touched the shore, very gently. And I feel like that's how I would like my sound, how I would like to be able to control my sound. I would like to taper a long note so that it drifts away at the moment that is right in the music. And that's a very exquisite skill to acquire. And it comes with practice, of course. So if I'm listening to a sound and how it behaves, my priority, first and foremost, is to make sure that I'm not displaced in some way by the sound, so that my coordination might be affected and that my hearing or my ability to listen is clouded by judgment. And so we've talked about those things first in my earlier videos. So what does happen to the note? As I strike the note, it steadily diminishes. Until at some point it drifts into the distance and tapers into nothing. Now, if I'm not really paying attention, perhaps I will not listen to that note because I'm interested in what's happening next. And we end up with the boat knocking into the shore rather abruptly. If I think of the shore as the end of the bar, or the if it's a long note, a breve, for example, we get this effect. So there's a cutting off of the sound. Now, I may want to walk through a phrase. So if I have a note that I would like to sustain, when I add the next note to it, I would like my new note to meet the first note at about the level to which it has decayed, rather than a big lump. I may want to have a nice articulated next note, but if I want to blend those notes together, I need to pay attention to the sound decay. So there's a lot of listening involved and a lot of experimentation available. I may want to sustain one note and then add the next note, say, of a chord. And I may want that longer note, that first note, to sustain all the way through a bar. And then there's the balance of the instrument. The notes with the longer strings will have a very much longer life than the notes in the higher part of the piano, and they don't last for as long, but they penetrate more. So there's just a whole world of texture and balance to play with. So I hope that gives you a start into this exquisite world of sound.